So I know you guys are saying, yo, Just, man, I don't know about credit, bro. I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. This, that, and the third. Listen. Don't worry, sweetheart. I got you. I got you. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So this video is gonna spark a new series on this page, all about credit. So without further ado, so I don't waste none more of your time, let's talk about how to build your credit from scratch. Let's get it, baby. So before I start this video, I would like to say a disclaimer. I am not a credit professional. I am strictly giving advice for the things that I implemented within my own credit and that helped me build my credit. And it possibly could help you too. So first things first, I know you guys are asking that question in your head right now. What is credit? Why do I need it? And why I'm even watching this video? Well, credit is a very important thing when it comes to business, personal, and life in general. You can't get nothing without credit nowadays. Say if you wanted to go take out a loan on a car, they want to approve you if you don't have good credit. If you want to try to get an apartment or get a mortgage on a house, you won't be able to do it because you don't have good credit. So credit is a thing that's definitely needed in today's world. So basically what credit is borrowed money. So a company would issue out you a credit card, and in turns for issuing that credit card with the balance on it, you guys will pay a APR or interest rate. So usually it's between maybe 14 and 22%. So every time that you guys incur a balance on that card and it's not paid off in full within the end of the month, it'll incur interest, and that's the benefit for the companies to issue you a credit card, and then you have the benefit of having extra spending power when you need it. So I know you guys are saying, yo, Just, man, I don't know about credit, bro. I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. This, that, and the third. Listen. Don't worry, sweetheart. I got you. So basically, I started my credit preparation when I was 17. So basically, I just got a job, had a direct deposit into a set bank account from one of the biggest bankers, like whatever you would say. I started out with PNC. It doesn't matter whatever company that you may choose, but make sure that you have a job and you have direct deposits inside of that account every single pay period. That's going to be a determining factor on you being able to start building your credit. So for the people that say that they don't have a job yet, or they're looking for a job or whatever have you, I got you too. So this is what you can do if you do not currently have a job. Say your mom, your aunt, your father, whoever you trust has a good credit score. What they can do is open up a authorized user card for you, and basically you can piggyback off of their card and their credit. But the only time that you would do that is if you know that person's very responsible with their credit. So this is how you would introduce it to them, because as a teenager, they probably don't want to trust you with their card because they took so long to build up that card, whatever have you. Literally tell your family member, friend, whatever, please just let me be an authorized user on your card. You can get the card, you can literally tear it up. I just want to build credit from whatever you're using on your card. And that's an easy way to get up to 700 even before you open up your first credit card. And by the way, I forgot to say this, you do have to be 18 to open up a credit card. So yeah. So we passed that stage and you're like, Just, I did everything that I need to do. How can I get my first card? So you got a couple of options. You can open up a secured credit card, which is basically you put a dollar value on that card to say $500 to $1,000, and you can use it as a credit card to build your credit, so then they can actually upgrade you to an unsecured credit card, which is something that you don't have to put your money onto first before opening it up. And with a secured credit card, they're going to give you that automatically. They're not going to, there's no approval, wait time or anything like that. Is basically you're backing your own card, so the companies have no type of risk when they do that. That's why it's so easy to open. But if you don't want to go that route, what I will say, there's 2 other cards that you can try to apply for and get, and most likely you'll get it. First of all, it'll be student cards. So student cards usually have a very low balance, and it's like very low risk for the companies, and they most likely give it to students, of course, in school. And that's something you could easily start building your credit on. One card I would say that you should try, but like be very careful with, is the Discover It student card. You could try that out. I know multiple people that had that card first starting off, and they built their credit with it and did very well. Another thing, the way how I started my credit journey is, again, like I said, I made sure that I had direct deposits in the account in the bank that I chose. And what I did is that I built a couple of months of current payments to that account, so that the bank could trust me and see that my finances or whatever have you. And I opened up a credit card with the bank that I was with. Reason being is that they see the transactions that are happening in your account. So if you have a good and healthy account, you'll be able to open up a credit card much more easily. Okay, so now you got your card, you're up and running, you did everything that you need to do to finally obtain your credit card. What do? So basically, this is the ultimate tool that you're gonna need to have, and is going to be your best friend when dealing with credit. You need to download an app on your smartphone, whether you have iPhone or Android, doesn't matter. It's going to be Credit Karma. So there's a thing called credit reports, credit score for other terms. Basically, there's 3 top unions that report on your credit score, which will be TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And there's also one more that other lenders use, which is called the FICO score. So basically what that is when you use your credit card and you make payments and you use it again and make payments, they're going to take your report, as in seeing how many payments you made on time, how much your balance is and stuff like that, and they're going to give you a score. And that score, the higher it is going to be the more that they trust you to have an account. So some tips on actually using your card the right way to build credit for the long term is, this is what I did. Every bill that I had, or any food item that I bought, or any little here and there things I purchased on the credit card. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, there's a thing. Do not use your debit card anymore for any purchases. There's no reason for you to be using your debit card. It has no benefits of using your debit card. Keep your cash and use credit, and use that cash in your account to pay that credit card. Reason being is that these credit card companies have different perks and benefits for using the card. So say if you go to, I don't eat McDonald's, but whatever. You go to McDonald's, you buy whatever meal that you like, number 1, whatever. You pay for that meal and you accrue something called, either is a cash back or points or whatever have you, for every purchase that you make. When you use your debit card, you won't get no type of benefits at all. And also, for other reason being, when you use a credit card for, like, say, clothing purchases or anything else of that sort, some credit card companies have a warranty on those products that you buy. And say if somebody were to scam you, you're able to do a chargeback, which is something that we're going to be talking about later in the series. That if somebody tries to scam you, you could literally call the credit card company and be like, yo, this person scammed me, I need my money back. And then they'll do a dispute, and then try to get your money back. But if you make that purchase on a debit card, it's gonna be almost impossible to get that money back. So now you have your credit card and you're getting into the roles of using that credit card frequently and getting into the flow of things. So now, this is going to be within your first month of using the card. This is the most important thing when it comes to having a card, so you can gain trust and get a higher credit score. There is something called pay by date and a statement balance date, and also how much balance, which is something also called credit utilization. Those three things are the most important factors when it comes to your credit score. So you have to keep those in consideration. So to talk about the pay by date, right? This is going to be a date, say it's July right now. Say you just opened the card, whatever have you, right? Say the pay by date is July 17th. You have to make a payment before that date in order for them not to report on your credit card that you missed a payment. And what I'm telling you right now, when it comes to credit cards, do not miss a payment at all. And to combat that, because I have multiple cards now, I just put everything on auto pay. And I set it to where it just makes a minimum payment. So if you have a very low credit card balance or a very low credit card limit, you just pay the minimum. So say if maybe like a $1,500 card, you probably pay like $15, $20, or even $30 for the for the minimum payment of that card. So make sure that you do automatic payments, because you cannot, I'm gonna stress this again, you cannot miss payments. That's the first thing that you would see on Credit Karma when it comes to reviewing your credit score, is on-time payments. You get a late payment, that's going to drop your score drastically. So do not do that. So then there's another thing on the card, which is the statement date on the card. So basically what the statement date is when the credit card companies will report your balance to the credit reporting agencies. So say if you have a $500 balance on the card and you have a $500 credit limit, you're basically using 100% of that card, and that will show upon your credit report. So basically what you need to do is pay down that balance before the statement balance date. So you make your payment due date so that you don't get a late payment, and you try to bring down that balance when the statement date is due, because what you don't want to do is carry over a high balance into the next month, because like I said, payment on time is one important factor on your credit report, but then also credit card utilization is another big factor on your credit report. So also another thing that I forgot to mention, this is about making on-time payments. So say if you do miss a payment, right? There's penalties for that. So on top of having to pay the minimum balance, if you're late on a payment, you're going to have to pay a late fee. And that's within the policies of that credit card. So please read that. So say if you're late on your payment, you're going to have to pay a late fee. So say if it's $15 minimum payment, right? So on top of the $15 that you have to pay, you're gonna probably have to pay a $30 or $40 late fee just because you're late. So instead of paying $15, now you're paying $45 or almost close to $50 for that payment because you were late. So be conscious with that and just set it at auto payments. Instead of paying $50, you pay $15, okay? So to wrap things up, if you didn't take anything from this video, please understand that credit is a very important thing in your life, in everyone's life. They say not to judge a book by its cover, but I'm telling you right now, they definitely do judge you by your credit score. Your credit score is literally a determinant factor on how trustworthy you are So the higher your credit, the more that companies are going to trust you with getting out loans and doing other things. So if you didn't take anything out this video, understand that you're going to need credit at some point in your life. So also, when it comes to credit, please, this is not a thing to play with. This can literally ruin your life if you do not manage your money well. So do not put things on the credit card that you can't pay for in cash at that moment. Do not pay for things that you cannot afford, because once you start messing up your credit, it takes forever to trying to repair that. And later on in the series, I'm also going to be talking about credit repair, because we're not all perfect. And like I said, if you have your credit that's been messed up or damaged, don't fret. You can literally take some months out of your life to repair it and get back to that high level. So guys, again, I want to thank you for taking your time out to view this video, and anything that I could do, I want to help. So for any questions, comments, or concerns, please comment down below. I'll try to reply to all the comments and try to help everybody. But if I can't get to all the comments in any of my videos, feel free to hit me up on Instagram, send me a DM of whatever question that you have pertaining to whatever your concern is, and I'll try to accommodate that as soon and as helpful as possible. And also, I would like to say to subscribe to the channel. I have so much more content coming up. Business, credit, personal, health, fitness. A lot of things are going to be coming to this channel, so you do not want to miss out. And also, I would like to say to follow me on all of my other social media platforms. There's going to be a lot of other content that I'm not going to specifically post here. So if you find what I'm saying valuable, I guess you would be able to find value in the other things on the other platforms that I will be talking about. But further ado, you guys have a good day and think about your credit. Peace.